In our previous video, we delved into the potential of Romania to become a prominent economic force in Europe. Although some may have initially overlooked this notion, it is crucial to acknowledge that Romania's current challenges run deep. However, if the country proactively addresses these issues and takes significant steps toward improvement, substantial breakthroughs are indeed possible. In today's video, we will focus on three key aspects: the impact of corruption on Romania's economy, prospects and challenges for the country from an economic standpoint, both internally and within Europe, and the influence of the Romanian diaspora across Europe. Romania, with a population of approximately 20 million, has been plagued by the detrimental effects of corruption on its economy. A telling indicator of this issue is the Corruption Perceptions Index, which assesses and ranks countries based on perceived levels of corruption in their public sectors. In 2022, Romania was ranked 63rd out of 180 countries, indicating that corruption remains a significant concern. The roots of corruption in Romania can be traced back to the period following the country's transition from a communist regime to a democratic one. The years that followed the Romanian Revolution in 1989 were marked by a lack of institutional and legislative frameworks, resulting in serious dysfunctions not only within the criminal justice system, but also at the political level. Corruption has become ingrained in the business culture of Romania, with some individuals considering it acceptable to offer favors, gifts, or money to obtain favors from public officials. Furthermore, reports of corruption within the healthcare system have been alarmingly frequent. The fight against corruption in Romania gained significant attention both domestically and internationally, with notable events such as the anti-corruption protests that took place between 2017 and 2019. These protests were a turning point in highlighting the issue and garnered substantial coverage in European and global media. One pivotal moment occurred in 2017 when the Romanian Minister of Justice made a late-night announcement through the media. The government had passed a governmental ordinance aimed at pardoning certain corruption crimes and decriminalizing the offense of abuse of power abuse in service as outlined in the new criminal code. As a result, on February 5, 2017, an estimated 300,000 people protested in Bucharest, with over 600,000 individuals participating across the entire country. The demonstrations were a direct response to the perceived plans to grant prison pardons and decriminalize certain corruption offenses. These protests were hailed as the largest in Romania since the revolution in 1989, signifying the depth of public concern and discontent. The outcome of these protests was the subsequent repeal of the governmental ordinance. Furthermore, a year later, after a 3-year trial, the president of the Social Democratic Party, who also held the position of president of the Chamber of Deputies in the Romanian parliament, was convicted of abuse of power. Despite efforts to combat corruption through various anti-corruption drives, the economy continues to suffer due to the channeling of funds by corrupt politicians and their influence. Money laundering and the illicit accumulation of wealth by those in power hinder economic progress and contribute to a lack of trust in public institutions. This undermines foreign investment, stifles economic growth, and perpetuates a cycle of corruption that is difficult to break. But along with corruption, other issues are taking the country into oblivion. One of the key issues is the country's reliance on financial support from the European Union to sustain its economy. In 2020, Romania was the 6th largest net recipient of EU funds, receiving 14.3 billion euros. This reliance on external funding raises questions about the country's long-term economic stability and its ability to sustain genuine economic growth. Furthermore, Romania experiences a significant imbalance between rising prices and wages. The cost of living has been steadily increasing, putting financial strain on its citizens. Despite this, the wages in Romania are relatively low compared to other European countries. The average monthly gross salary in Romania was around €689 in 2020, which is significantly lower than the EU average. This wage disparity creates economic challenges and contributes to social inequality within the country. While Romania remains an emergent country, the development of a robust middle class has been relatively limited. The presence of Christian orthodoxy is still deeply ingrained in the everyday lives of many Romanians, particularly among the older generation. This religious influence can impact societal norms, cultural practices, and political discourse. Plus, Romania stands out as the European country with the highest number of restrooms located outside the house, particularly in rural areas. This reflects the challenges in developing adequate infrastructure, including plumbing and sanitation facilities, especially in more remote regions. But there's another trend that is damaging for the economy of the continent in general and Romania in specific. But before moving any further, we would once again like you to subscribe to the channel for more updates. In recent years, Romania has seen a rise in extremist populism, which is a growing concern within the European Union. The impact of mass immigration has fueled this trend further. Extremist populist parties have gained traction by exploiting fears and concerns associated with immigration, thereby exacerbating societal divisions and posing challenges to social cohesion. Approximately 1 in 5 working-age Romanians currently live abroad, with the majority residing in EU member states. The actual size of the diaspora is difficult to determine due to restrictive definitions and undocumented low-skilled seasonal workers. The poorest region of Romania, Moldova, has experienced significant emigration, with almost 18% of its natives establishing residence abroad. Overall, the Romanian diaspora in Europe has a significant impact on the country's economy through remittances. However, it faces challenges due to the rise of right-wing extremism and the government's disregard for their concerns. The diaspora's support for populist parties has been lacking, and their efforts to participate in elections have been hindered, leading to growing frustration and demands for accountability. To position Romania as the next big thing in Europe and overcome the challenges it currently faces, 2 key solutions can be pursued: fostering sustainable economic growth and addressing governance and institutional issues. Firstly, Romania should focus on promoting sustainable economic growth by diversifying its industries and attracting foreign investments. This can be achieved through targeted policies and incentives that support innovation, entrepreneurship, and the development of high-value sectors. Investing in research and development, technology infrastructure, and education will foster a skilled workforce capable of driving innovation and competitiveness. Moreover, fostering public-private partnerships and providing favorable business conditions, such as streamlined regulations and reduced bureaucracy, can attract foreign direct investment and stimulate economic growth. By diversifying its economy and reducing its reliance on external funding, Romania can establish a solid foundation for sustained economic development. Secondly, addressing governance and institutional issues is crucial to building trust, strengthening democracy, and combating corruption. Implementing comprehensive reforms to improve the rule of law, enhance transparency, and strengthen accountability mechanisms will create an environment conducive to business growth and investment. This includes reforming the judicial system, implementing robust anti-corruption measures, and ensuring the independence of regulatory bodies. So, after watching our previous video, many thought that we are just exaggerating things a bit. The first step towards transforming Romania into a major player in Europe is to identify and acknowledge the existing issues. Once these issues are recognized, the next crucial step is to initiate change, starting with the politics and those at the helm of affairs. A corrupt brand of politics is an issue that needs an overhaul. Plus, every individual in Romania must consider a moral responsibility to change. It is also imperative for Romanians to adopt a mindset of treating others as they would like to be treated and showing respect to one another. Embracing the values of empathy, integrity, and respect can foster a positive societal shift. If you like the video, do subscribe to the channel for more updates.